Caviar Conversations is two Philly brothers taking the taste of caviar down the avenues of sports,
richness,
fashion,
splendor,
travel,
wealth,
food, and wine.
confidence and style with an extravagant high level of taste.
And we back. Sartorial King. Sir William Mel. This is Caviar Conversations.
Caviar and cream, champagne in between.
Come and join the conversation.
Caviar moment. We got a toast. We love you.
We back, finally. Shaman, Sir William L.
Sartorial King,
And this is
Caviar Conversations.
Rob. It's been a minute, Rob.
It has, man.
Dang, man. Look, we in a whole new environment.
Whole new environment, man.
It's dim. It's like nice and purple and dark to set the mood.
Yeah,
All we need is the caviar and the champagne.
We had the Zoom.
Right, we had the Zoom.
We was zooming.
We was zoomed out.
And then, yeah. It's like, yeah, we gotta get in the same
Yeah,
room.
we gotta do something a little different. Everybody's back outside.
Yeah.
And we
for
still
sure.
inside, so we got to get back
For
outside.
sure.
So it's been a lot going on, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot going on in the world. You were telling me about this thing with Kevin Hart and the Sixers. I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, I was in the hotel. Shout out to the Motto by Hilton. Where we shot our promo.
Right. Okay.
It's forever a place I stay when I come to Philly.
The motto.
So I'm watching the commercials. I haven't realized that I don't really watch commercials as much because we just watch stuff. We just binge watch things. I don't watch really regular TV.
Right.
So it's like,
Does anybody really watch
That's what
regular
I'm saying.
TV
I'm seeing
anymore?
Robitussin and Advil commercials. I'm like, I don't,
The tussin.
Yeah, the tussin. So I see Kevin Hart comes up and he's like making this play or he's charging, for the city to move to the Market East station.
Market East. We talking about the gallery.
The gallery.
The old gallery. What
The
they
old
call
gallery.
it now? Like Philadelphia Mill?
Fashion
district.
Something, yeah. Which
Nah.
is there's nothing in there.
It's nothing fashionable about
Nothing in there.
the district.
So, I just think about it like this. You have the convention center.
Yeah.
You got Reading Terminal.
Right.
You have the courthouses.
Right.
Already you got traffic just coming through in and out
It's
of the
already
city.
a lot going on.
It's already a lot going on.
Yeah.
And you want to take a stadium and build a new one after you renovated the gallery for I don't know how many years, but it's
Raised our taxes.
raise the taxes.
Right.
You're going to take that away from an area that is already been stamped as a sporting area.
Right.
South Philadelphia,
Right.
Patterson Avenue, boom.
Accessible.
Parking. Get to the 95 real quick, go north or south.
You can get public transportation.
Straight there. Why are you going to pack these people into a downtown?
In my mind, I'm thinking, so what are you going to do with everything else that's there? Chinatown. Like, what y'all going to do with that?
That's major.
That's going to be the biggest issue
That's
they
the
got.
biggest issue.
They don't play about their environment.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
And a lot of those businesses have been there longer than I've been alive.
Right. They're like family.
Yeah. So you think
Businesses.
we about to move away?
We're not doing that. They're going to be like, we're not doing that.
You're trying to take everybody to the trains. This is not New York.
It's definitely not New York.
New York that's nobody really, of course people drive in New York, but it's mostly cabs, Ubers,
Right.
buses. But nobody really wants to drive. The whole city's functioning by the train.
By the train, facts.
So yeah, to go into Madison Square or to go to the Barclays, whatever, that's all. Nobody's really driving.
It's all public transportation.
That's not how we operate. That's not how Philadelphia operates. Think about it.
And then they got Kevin Hart, who's like the face of Philadelphia right now.
Yeah.
The co-sign. You think he gonna put Carmigos? What's it called?
Cormino.
I like how it sounds when I
you
say
talk about
like
in all of the
Cormino.
suites.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I can see.
Because he got like the little mini ones now.
Yeah.
I like that.
I can see that. I mean, business minded.
Right.
I'm thinking
Brand wise, it makes sense.
it makes sense. Also, there's a Hart house go in there.
Ooh. Do you think he thought about a Hart house?
The vegan.
Do you think he thought about a Hart house? Kevin Hart, if you haven't thought about a Hart house, we need a percentage.
It's also a brand.
I know, but I'm saying, do you think he thought about putting that in there?
You would have to. You gotta have choices. If you get a brand new arena,
Amigos,
you get a brand new arena. I already know you're gonna have chicken and pizza in there. Flat.
Ah, yeah, chicken pizza.
Chicken pizza. You already gonna have that there.
Bad chicken pizza.
So, is there any vegan choices on a fast food type wave? No. Whole market.
Wow. I think I've started my journey of veganism. Started my journey. I'm not ashamed.
How was that?
I feel great. I'm not eating any meat. Pause. You know what I mean?
Pause has to be.
Pause
is hilarious on so many levels.
But wait, at what age do you need not to say pause anymore?
I just think it's embedded in the culture now.
You think so?
For sure.
Diddy says he's unpausable, which sounds even crazy.
All he says is pause statements.
To say I'm unpausable is crazy
all he
within
says
itself.
Is pause statements.
Facts. Yeah, he definitely
he lives in that. He
lives in the pause
in the pause area.
In the pause spectrum. What's it called? The multiverse, the pause verse.
Yeah.
The multi-pause verse.
Cameron, Mace.
Shout out to Cameron and Mace. Got that big check.
Yep.
We need that big check.
Of course they had their star power go with it, but for not a long time either.
Not a long time. But their show is pretty unique too.
It is. It's pretty
unique. It's
sports cool. on a realistic standpoint.
It's sports from a hood perspective. Like if somebody's ass, they tell them he's ass.
You cheeks,
I can say he's shitty on the court and not get fined anything.
Especially these contracts that they giving out.
Yeah. Man. Speaking of sports.
Yeah.
We got to give props to Prime, Coach Prime. Neon Dion is still he's still the man, dog.
It must be the money.
You remember that step he had?
Must be the money. Must be the money.
Must be the money.
Yo.
That's coming.
Tell you this.
Must be the money.
He said one of the dopest lines. He said, confidence is my odor.
Ooh. I mean, shit.
Confidence is my odor.
I get it. I smell like it myself.
Because they are hating on that man.
You know what it is? I think it's we can't control him like we want to. And he got the culture behind him.
Yeah.
He got the youth behind him. Yeah. And he's fucking winning.
Yeah.
So what can you say?
He's not a puppet.
He's not a puppet. The man sold 2 million off the glasses off some man telling him, by the way, nice glasses. Off the man telling him, yeah, my mom told me we don't wear glasses or hats when we talk to adults. Shut your ass up.
Man.
We don't care about that.
We got to hold ourselves to a different standard.
We different.
Different. And we got to embrace that too. You know, we can't be somebody else. We, as a culture, we got to be who we are and be proud of that. You know what I'm saying? Even to the things that we think are, society may deem negative, but we know it's a positive in our culture, you know?
I mean, when you look at the culture influences everything. That's why people want to be a part of the culture. That's why people want to go to Colorado University now. Because it's the culture. Like, this man has implemented the culture and changed the culture.
And like, boom.
Yeah.
Come in. This is what we doing.
This is what we doing.
Play out. Boom. I even like the fact that he has those realistic conversations with his players.
Yeah.
You know, what's the girl he brought in? Brittany Renner?
Yeah. Yeah.
You gonna bring in the slurs of slurs, right? I'm sorry. Was that
what's a slur? Did you just make that up?
No,
I swore you just made that up.
She's in DMs for all top guys, right?
Wait, hold on. Let's go back to the slurs. Is a slur a nice way of saying whore?
Nice way.
Okay. I'm just.
She's probably gonna do this. You know how people are like, are you shaming the person? No. If you are consistently going in an athlete or actor's DM, and you know you're not legitimately wanting to have a real relationship, and it becomes almost like a superhead situation.
Oh,
you know,
you're a slur.
Come on.
So she's a slur.
Slur.
Okay.
Nice one.
Slur.
But he brings her in.
Okay, right.
He brings her in.
Yeah.
To talk to the athletes, to tell them the game.
Yeah.
because a lot of them are
They young.
They're young.
So they gonna get caught. We seen what happened to my man from the Rockets. He's done.
Kevin Porter
Junior. He is
with
done.
promise. He has game.
He was the number 2 scorer.
Yo,
He's done. But anyway, he brought her in. I guess he brought her in to show, like, listen, take it from someone that's been there from the opposite side. You know what I mean? I'm trying to give y'all the game of what's in the future for y'all, for some of y'all anyway.
Or so you can keep your money in your pocket.
Right.
You know?
Facts.
Because that's what happens to a lot of these guys. I'm just going to be real. You know, most of my students want to play football. And I always want to know the attachment. I love football. I always want to know
like,
the
why
attachment.
do you want to play it?
Why, first of all, why do you want to play a sport where there's only a handful of guys that get big contracts?
Right.
All right. And then they get paid, you know, over the 16-game season or 17-game season, not including if you go to the playoffs. And a lot of those players, they spend for the 16 to 17 weeks, not knowing that they have a whole year got to go by before they come back to the training camp.
So you got to save your money. You got to spend your money wisely, pretty much. If you're an athlete, like what they say, the lifespan of a athlete is what, 3 to 4 years
for football.
For football,
yeah.
Depending on what position you play.
There's not a lot of guys that's doing, you know, 10, 15 years, you know, or like Brady type years. Like nobody's doing that.
Yeah, it's a difficult position to be in, I think, because you have all this access, but you have a short period of time to gain the money to continue the access. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta flip it. Victor Cruz.
Look at him.
He didn't play long.
Knee injury. I think he had what, 1-2 good seasons?
Yeah, I think he had two contracts, maybe. But he, you know, channeled over into correspondent.
Right.
You know, I'm over here. I'm dabbling in fashion a little bit.
Right.
Like he had to find another wave because most of these athletes don't. That's all they know how to do.
And you know what? I think that's why Tom Brady has such a hard time like transitioning out, because it's like that's his identity. You know what I mean?
He's been the number one guy
for how many years?
For a long time. Of course, you know he came in late, way late in the draft, had to prove himself. But I'm saying since he's been the guy, he's always been the guy.
The guy.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's never been the number 2 to anybody.
There is no number 2 when you think of Tom Brady, though, right? Like he's always number 1.
Yeah.
Until he decides, well, when he decided, like, I'm done. And even that was like, I'm like, he's coming back. No, you know.
No, he needs the golf and vacation.
Yeah. I like Tom Brady as an analyst, though.
I like him as an analyst.
I could see him.
He's a brand. He's well spoken.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm like, again, let's flip that, because my man Jalen Hurts is killing too. Right? I'm talking about on this level. Branding wise, you can brand.
Branding wise, yes. He's marketable. He's marketable.
So I already know, like, the bags.
The bags is going to come.
Yeah.
As long as he keeps that look and stays out of trouble, the bag is going to come.
Yeah.
He's going to have corporate. I mean, he already does. He has a great agent.
Yep.
You know, Nicole.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying Brandon. Let's get this.
Okay.
I'm saying
Brandon. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Speaking of Brandon, we had some music come out. Diddy dropped the album. Well,
the love.
Wait, is he calling himself Love Man? Right? I love that Diddy is like putting out like joints again.
Yeah.
I like Diddy. I've always liked Diddy. They say this album. Did you hear the album?
I did.
What you think?
I was up that night, and then when it dropped on Apple,
you was up that night listening to the whole joint?
I listened to 80% of that project.
Why not 90?
It's time to go to bed. Man.
Okay.
Like,
yeah. We are of a certain age.
Yeah, it's time to go to bed.
Sometimes you just
I gotta get up, go to work.
Sometimes you doze off. Yeah.
Listen, he has great features. I see where he's going with it, what he's trying to bring back. I don't know, because Diddy has a total of 4 albums.
4 by itself.
You got Puff Daddy and the Family.
Got Last Train to Paris.
Even before that,
No Way Out.
Forever, which was
Forever.
Trash. Forever was where he had the all white on in front on the front cover. This is when he was like with Jennifer
That's when he was like sitting in the chair.
Yes, that was ass.
I can't remember a record off of that album.
Yeah, I found out Beanie wrote a couple tracks on that album.
Shout out to Beanie Siegel.
I'm like, yo, like, and so if you listen, they're pop popish songs.
Yeah.
I was like, Beans was right on that level. I didn't know that.
I mean, when you were a talented artist, you were a talented artist.
Back when you could fold the album out and you could
Oh,
read
you talking about the booklet?
the booklet.
Damn.
And it said Dwight Grant.
Ooh.
So I'm like, Beanie Siegel was writing for Diddy? Okay. Might have been
I
a
ain't
nice
mad
check.
at it.
I don't know.
Should have been.
Forever. Then you said, Press Play.
Press
Play was tough.
Press Play was fire.
Press Play was like, that's Last Night. That's
Yeah.
the song with, what's the girl from Pussycat Dolls?
Nicole
she was bad.
Schwarzenegger or something like
Bad.
that. Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, that shit was hot.
That was a hot album.
That was a good joint.
Yeah. A lot of Swiss beats on that album. A lot of his beats. Didn't you said Last Train to Paris.
Last Train to Paris was fire.
Yeah. Sonically, dope.
Different.
Like, very different.
Yeah.
Like, you had Grace Jones on the track.
Who the fuck gets Grace Jones on? That's why you gotta love Diddy, because he gonna give you somebody like Grace Jones.
That's way off the charts.
Yo, Grace Jones.
Listen, some people only know Grace Jones out of Boomer, outside
that's
of Boomerang.
like getting was that Grace Jones? No, that's what. Wasn't Eartha Kitt. Was that Eartha Kitt? I was like, Marcus, dog.
Right, yeah, that's Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt. That's like
yeah.
getting Eartha Kitt to do an interlude on your joint and go,
yo, throwback.
like,
Throwback.
what? Who thinks of that? Who thinks of that? Like, you know what I mean? Shout out to Diddy for fucking thinking out the box.
Let me get Grace on this track.
Let me get Grace on this joint. Hey, Grace, what you doing? You got time?
Yeah.
I need you just for 30 seconds.
Yo, so I mean I know he did the money making bitch little joint. Which
I wasn't
was like
really,
that wasn't even the album.
That was like a mixtape, but
the song with Pharrell, that was a hot joint.
I don't even remember that.
Get Loose.
Yeah, that joint was fire.
Yeah.
That joint was fire. That's like a wake up morning joint right there.
So then you got 17 years between real albums to this. I'm like,
he's a marketing genius, man, and you know he knows what sounds good too.
Yeah.
He has an ear. Like he's like on this Quincy Jones.
But music doesn't really make money for him anymore.
Well, a lot of people are saying that's why he gave the publishing back, because it's kind of like no money in it for him anymore. I don't think that's the case. I think, you have a man that wants to do the right thing by people. Because if you think about it, right, that Bad Boy era was the 90s.
Yeah.
And a lot of those artists were very influential to making Diddy who he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Mace wrote Can't Nobody Hold Me Down. The whole record though. You know what I'm saying? Even, Diddy says this. Mace wrote that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, if you don't have a Mace, do you really have a Diddy?
I'm glad to say we thinking
on some real, like on some real shit.
Like this.
If there's no Mace, is there like really a Diddy?
It was the tandem. That's what made them pop.
Batman and Robin.
That's what made them pop. Because if you just had Diddy out there by himself, all right, I'm missing you. We know. Yeah. All right, that's a one-off. But other than that, on every track, he had to have somebody that featured that was equally.
I think for him, you gotta have somebody that's in the same rhythm, in the same energy as you. And Mace just had that vibe, like
So his career,
you know what I mean?
His career, the
catapulted.
The 8 to 10 million that album sold,
yes,
has largely to do with
Mace,
and
everybody that collaborated,
and Blocks and Lil Kim and
112,
Black Rob,
fucking Total.
Wow. People really sleep. I don't really hear Total talked about too many in girl groups.
Yeah, Total's not mentioned enough.
They was giving heat.
Yeah, major fire.
They were giving heat, man, and they had that look. They
had that energy.
Look was crazy.
Made women want to get their hair cut short, put on dark sunglasses. I like that.
They had the swoop, low bob cuts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was it was a lot of Gucci frames back then.
It was a lot of fashion back then.
Oh yeah,
like you was putting it on.
June Ambrose.
Ooh,
June Ambrose. She did the whole entire costumes for the Bad Boy No Way Out tour. Did all that.
That's one tour that I'm mad I missed.
Yeah.
I was getting so many like, this shit is lit. Yeah. Where you at? What section you in? On the couch.
And guess who
On the
opened
couch.
up the tour? Guess who opened up?
Nas.
Jay-Z. Streets is watching. Had the bulletproof vest on, white tee. Same thing from the video. He's opening for that tour.
Music just isn't
After
the
that,
same
sees
anymore.
we got to do Hard Knock Life.
Music just isn't the same anymore, man.
It's not.
Yo, but you know what album everybody's waiting on? The Drake album. For the Dogs. That's my like Drake voice. For the Dogs.
For the Dogs.
For the Dogs. Yo, they said this album, he popping his shit. Like he addressing everything. Pusha T. He's addressing everything.
Come on, man. Don't do
I know
that.
Pusha T's your man.
Yo,
You got like a soft spot for
bruh,
Pusha. I love Pusha T though.
He's authentic. He is consistent, and he does not try to go with waves. He sticks in his lane. He talks about what he talks about.
Pusha T is in that like that Rick Ross pocket where it's like luxury drug dealer talk shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nothing better.
It's not bad.
Nothing better. Listen.
It's not better to talk about drugs and minks and Benzes at the same time.
Yes, I don't promote, drug
But it
dealing,
sounds good though.
But I'm talking about the way it's being delivered.
I love it. You know, I like that.
He said, "You call my keys God's pillows."
Ooh,
what?
that's a quotable. You
That's a
remember
quotable.
that line must have really stuck with you.
Come on, man. That's crazy.
I love that type of talk. Though, like, yeah, talk that shit, Ross.
You know what I mean?
Make me
And,
feel good. Yeah,
And then of course with Biggie, as we always, caviar for breakfast, champagne, bubble baths.
Yeah.
Or when Pusha says caviar facials to remove the toxins.
Exfoliating that shit in there.
Caviar.
Why don't we have any caviar this time?
You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. We are having a campus invasion.
Oh, yes. Tell them.
So for everybody that's on live,
And everybody that's watching,
we're doing a caviar invasion.
Lincoln University.
Lincoln University pop up. We will be all around the yard. Start thinking about your
what's
caviar
so crazy?
moments.
I haven't been to Lincoln. Shout out to Cheney University. But I haven't been to Lincoln in years, bro. Years.
Yeah. Yes.
It should be
first
interesting.
HBCU. Lincoln Pride.
Debatable.
1854.
It's debatable.
Come on.
Anyway, on to something else because that
Just
could be a
saying.
conversation.
But you'll
we could
see
have.
us up on the yard. We're gonna make our way around, and also, just start thinking about your caviar moments.
Yeah, caviar moments are important.
That's the hashtag for the day.
Caviar moments. So boom, Drake's coming. Oh, this is what I want to talk to you about.
Yeah.
Byron Scott trying to buy ABC.
Hold on. Byron Scott used to play for the Lakers.
No. Wait, let me look at my
Or
notes.
Byron Allen.
Byron Allen.
Yo,
Yo, that would be kind of dope if Byron Scott that used to play for the Lakers was trying to buy NBC too, though. Shout out to Byron Scott
Byron
if you can
Scott.
buy ABC. But Byron Allen is trying to buy ABC.
Byron Scott, only other coach that can get through to Kobe outside of Phil.
Think so?
No, so he said in an interview. He said Byron Scott was that guy. I mean, he's a player's coach anyway because he knows how. He thinks pragmatically.
But just think about a black man owning a major network like that. What happened with the whole was it Tyler Perry?
Yeah, nah. They wanted another B or something.
Another billion?
They wanted another billion. He's like, nah. If you think about it, Tyler Perry is BET right now. Every show is basically his. Sisters, the other ones on BET Plus.
Yeah.
Like he's their whole catalog.
But the thing about it is though, right? From a business standpoint, like why would I put another billion on a network that really is not going to be that profitable in the long run? Because a lot of people don't watch regular TV anymore.
No, absolutely. No.
Now wait, does ABC have like a streaming platform now?
ABC, yeah.
They do?
Yeah. Most people got streaming This is it. Everybody is streaming now. So like nobody watches BET, but they watch BET Plus.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So they can watch whatever shows they want to watch,
Man.
and be able to binge. But the ABC, that's also attached to Disney.
Disney.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Byron Allen owns the Weather Channel.
Right.
I was telling somebody that literally like he was a comedian first.
Right, and he didn't succeed. But that just goes to show you, just because one thing doesn't happen, that doesn't mean that something else is not in the works.
Yeah.
Or you can't make it doing something else.
Yeah.
Because some people we like
Do one
to
thing at
stick
a
in
time.
one lane.
Yeah,
And when
yeah.
people like, oh, just do one thing at a time, man,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Yeah.
No. Like, no. That's like, why you trying to like marginalize
might
my
pop.
talents and shit? Like,
Something
you know what I'm
might
saying?
pop.
Something might pop. The thing that you might not expect to pop might be the thing that pop. So I'm pretty sure when that man was pursuing his comedian or his career as a comedian, he never thought that he would be fucking buying a Weather Channel somewhere in the future and be a billionaire?
That took him. Yeah, he
He's a billionaire, right?
I think on paper, he is. I think liquid. I think he about the 400-500 mil range. I think about that.
I like it.
But the 10 billion that they're talking about is like as banks. It's it's
Yeah.
investors. He's just the face of it because he's already been successful in purchasing
Buying
stations and networks.
shit, buying
Yeah.
major things.
Yeah.
That's a major buy.
Yeah, it's a major buy.
I like that.
10 billion.
10 billion? I like that.
They just did layoffs not long ago
Yeah.
for like Disney.
Yeah.
Disney laying off people. Come on.
Disney laying off people.
That's
Could
the
you
last
fucking
thing-
imagine Mickey Mouse being on the fucking strike line? You're like, what? Y'all got Mickey out here? What the fuck is going on?
Mickey got a secure job.
Mickey is like,
any of them characters.
yo, man, they're like childhood
White.
staples, bro.
There's always something. But
There's
that's
always
what I'm
something.
like, if these that major organization is laying off people to restructure, that lets you know.
There's a lot of layoffs going on. There's a lot of strikes going on too. Like actors, Screen Actors Guild is on strike still, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the shows that you're going to be looking for, that we're going to be looking for
For the next seasons.
might not be there.
So I'm glad Snowfall's off.
Snowfall had a good run, and I'm glad it went off when it did.
The way it did.
The way it did.
Yeah.
Because it didn't show you like your typical like drug dealer getting killed. It shows you like, and not even being hooked on his own
He could be
supply, but he just be
Dookie from around the corner.
yeah. Like it shows you how everything he didn't want to be, which was an alcoholic, he became. Wow. Look at that.
Died trying to, well, didn't die, but just until that last season, like he was really trying to amass that fortune back. He was trying to get it back.
He was.
Every day, even like willing to put up people. What I got to do? He was.
Try put his mom house up. She
Oh,
wasn't
I
going.
mean,
Mom
yo.
was drawing in that last
Mom
season.
did not have to shoot the guy. Or
You couldn't wait.
You
couldn't wait. Come on.
Let him.
You couldn't wait.
What he had 76.
You couldn't wait.
76 million.
All he needed was the numbers.
That's it. The number.
Teddy was given the numbers. Mom.
Teddy's giving the numbers after he's already murdered your father.
Teddy don't even give a fuck no more. They broke it down. Listen, Teddy, listen. Let's be real. Let's think about this.
Yeah,
I'll break you off some of the bread too.
little coin. But mom still on
Mom's still on that Black Panther
on the
shit.
Black Panther, and she's like, "Oh,
She's still
I gotta
trying to
end,
get back.
I gotta end him right now."
That shit could have waited.
That's probably I think
shit
in
could've
history of TV. I think I was never really that tight where I was like, "You could have." This was a matter of just
Timing.
just timing. Wait till he
Give
get
me a
his
little-
number.
Just let the man get his number. We don't care what you do with Teddy after that.
You got it. Come on.
Shoot him, stab him, kick him, punch him. We don't care. Just let him get the number.
Oh, the boiling hot water.
Oh, when they tortured him? Yeah, that was crazy.
You screaming? You saying?
Yeah, I'm talking, dog.
You talking?
You see that man chest? You know how hard I work on my chest at the gym? What? You pour that shit on me. You pour it on my wrist. 215-334-4242. What? I'm giving numbers up.
You start seeing the bubble up. I said, "Oh
and
man."
that shit was what? Castor oil. But what? It was something like specific that he poured in there. The pot. It was like cooking oil or some shit like that. Whatever it was, it fucked Teddy up.
That's what made Marvin Gaye. Was it Marvin Gaye? No, not Marvin Gaye. Al Green. That's what made him find Jesus.
No, do tell.
The hot grits.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
She put the hot grits on his chest.
Thing on him.
That's how he got that high note. Crazy. That's how he got that high note.
He got the high note.
He found
from
Jesus
the
after that and
grits.
became Reverend Al Green.
Reverend.
That changed. Hot grits in your chest one time. Yeah, everything else is out the window.
Yeah, that shit is gone. Fuck it. You got it. You got it. What you need? Phone numbers, address, zip code, social security. What you need? Just no more grits and shit. But yeah, so the actor strike is crazy. I don't think we going, and I think it's gonna take a minute too. I don't think that's something that's gonna just die out easy.
No.
It's about equality. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is.
You can't give us crumbs and we make the shows, dog. Like what? What gonna say? Fuck you mean?
I heard he had a sold out show.
Yo, in the Barclays, they said that shit was sold out 20,000. Really? This is what I be saying. Like
people don't care no more. Huh?
With people pick and choose, cause you can call what's the boy named 6ix9ine, whatever,
yeah,
and shun him. But then you can have somebody that actually takes the stand and he comes out or whatever and praise him. Like I'm not no street dude, so I don't care. What I'm saying? I get it. I understand. To each his own.
Listen, Gunna, Slim, all of them.
Slim.
Is it Slim? Yeah, Slim.
Who's Slim?
Baby, brother.
Oh, what he got to do with it?
Because they all signed the they all under that umbrella
of
Cash Money.
Gunna not under Cash Money.
No, it's the subsidiaries that are over. Because who's what's the name?
Gunna under like 300 though, right?
No,
that's Kevin Lyles. Yes, it is.
I'm wrong.
Yeah,
maybe I'm wrong. Right.
That's I'm like, what Cash Money got to do with this? BG just got free, but what we talking about now?
All right, what do you give him when he comes home?
Who, BG?
Yeah, after taking what do you give him?
As far as dollar amount?
Dollar amount. There's endless music that he could have been making.
I give him $1 million. I give BG $1 million. If I'm Baby, I'm giving BG $1 million.
That's nothing.
That's what I'm saying. But $1 million coming home, you can do a lot with them. Listen, here's my thing. People talk about, they need a certain number, but some of them can't even work with a smaller number. Like if you can't work with like 500,000, what you gonna do with $1 million?
All right.
But I'm gonna give him $1 million though. What you think? What you gonna give him?
I mean, if Baby has the bread, I'm saying like.
Does Baby have the bread?
I don't know. That's iffy.
That's the question.
That's the iffy.
Does Baby have the bread? As I rub my hands
he definitely coming home to a crib.
Car. But
then,
you know what they was grinding BG up on social media.
Why?
I guess because how he look now.
He been locked up.
That's what I'm saying. Come on. Get that man some grace.
They want him to still be the bony guy.
They still want to go,
yeah, no.
Hot boys are hot boys.
And I would even advise. I hate. Please don't go to the studio.
Just
because that's what tends to happen. So it's like they think it's a reset button, and that the hot.
I still got it.
No,
no.
You have not practiced your craft in a long time.
It's a different game out here, bro. It's different rappers.
You're a legend,
but in your era.
I'll holler at you for the reunion tour. That's it.
But all right, what song do you really want to hear from BG though? And this is not no knock on BG. I'm just saying, like, if I'm thinking about Cash Money, BG ain't the first one that come to my mind. He not even the second one.
Wait, you thinking Turk first?
I'm thinking Wayne.
Of
Juvenile.
Yes.
And
Juvenile.
Et cetera, et cetera. Okay, you want to do that? You got Manny Fresh.
Manny had a whole album.
Yeah, Manny had Fresh on the album.
Manny had an album.
Damn, I ain't hear that.
Manny, yo, people sleep on Manny, yo. Manny Fresh did some stuff on Watch the Throne.
I could believe it. Manny Fresh is pretty dope.
I be like, Kanye be reaching back, like giving people a second.
I like. You hear that new music Kanye put out?
No.
Well, it's alright. It's a freestyle.
It is?
Pretty good.
I don't know. He's just so far removed from, like he's just in a whole nother lane at this point.
Is Kanye above music now?
Yeah. I believe he's coming back with something crazy, like, you know, especially design wise. I just think when he goes off and you don't hear nothing from him, he's
cooking up.
He's cooking up something that's going to even take it another. The Adidas stuff I think was just kind of like noise.
I mean, I think once you talk about people like Kanye and Brandon, like he can definitely take your brand to another level. Now, some of this stuff I'm not wearing. You know what I'm saying? I like it, but I just at this point in my life,
Ninja Turtle footies, you know. You remember? I don't know if anybody.
What you call them, Ninja Turtles?
You remember? You remember the Foot Clan?
The Ninja Jones?
Ninja Turtle. The guys that was wearing all black.
Yeah.
And they had the tights.
Yeah.
And they got the little
slit between the big toe and the other toe.
The foot. They called the foot. They called the Foot Clan.
The Foot Clan.
Yo, that I'm telling you that right there. No.
I can't wear that these days.
That's not. It has to have some crossover appeal. That's not.
At a certain age, man, you gotta know what's wearable for you.
I'm gonna just charge everybody. Just be classic. Just be who you are. If you tucked in your shirt all your life, keep tucking your shirt in.
So wait. So you saying that can't nobody switch it up though? Like you can't live on the edge?
I'm not. I won't ever be that guy.
So what's something that you won't wear? A kilt?
Yeah, I'm not wearing a kilt. No, I mean,
Because you're not Scottish?
Am I at a wedding? Am I at a Scottish wedding?
Are they wearing kilts at Scottish wedding?
I don't know, man. Scottish? I don't know. I'm just gonna wear a tuxedo. That's it.
I think I'm gonna stay.
Just stay. That's what I'm saying. Just stay who you are. Just keep it safe. Nobody. You're still formal. Nobody can say anything.
But that's the thing. Now I think people lose their identity at times trying to keep up with what's going on in the bigger scope of things. Like, you know what I mean? Like people want to change with the times and all that, but sometimes you don't need to change.
No.
Just stay, you know, if you wear polo, continue to wear polo. Polo's a classic brand. I'm not saying that you're supposed to only wear polo.
Yeah.
But I get it. You know what I mean? Stay with what makes you feel good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, tuck your shirt in.
So, okay. Yeah, tuck your shirt in. Depending on where you at, tuck your shirt in.
I see those, like, you know, those random white guys, and I'm like, yo, like he has like the khaki shorts on, and he tucks his shirt in, and you see a belt, and he's wearing like, you know, he just looks like a father.
He looks like
a suburban dad, right? I think that's changed now. That's like suburban dads don't look like
suburban dads.
Yeah, it's a whole new look now. It's like if you got now you see.
But you gotta think dads are like our parents' era is different than our era as a parent now. Like so, you know, we still look like we could be outside a little bit.
Yeah, or we think.
Or we think we do.
Because somebody else is looking at it like, y'all old as hell. Like, why y'all out here? There's certain bars we can't even go into anymore. We just already.
You know why we can't go into them? Because we just get annoyed quick.
Yeah.
Like, it's too crowded. I'm out. Yeah. I can't even sit down.
You know, that's age.
That's age.
Now, you know, you remember we would, you know, Delaware Avenue. We, you know, dances.
Wow. Whoa.
Chrome.
Ooh, that's a good one. Good times.
TPS room, something like that. Down.
I don't know.
I know Chris used to go to parties there.
Okay.
It was some, you know, it was a whole lot of different spots.
But I think at this point in life too, you also looking at life from a perspective of like, what's going to give me more longevity. Like, I'm not really too concerned about clothes. I'm more concerned about like starting a business, what my credit look like, you know, buying things that have value to it, not just a pill. You know what I'm saying?
Because we all know at the end of the day, who cares what?
All that shit don't mean nothing.
Nothing.
At the end of the day, the things that you buy that you think are like it really don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like clothes and all that shit is cool. It's fun. Everybody wants to look nice, but in the bigger scheme of things, it doesn't mean anything.
Well, we all know caviar and cream will have y'all guys fresh, so it won't even matter.
Yeah, but even with that, it represents, you know,
Every day.
Yeah, it represents I don't know, like elegance. It's not elegance, but comfortability with style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I want to make it racial, but like, you ever going to like a high end like steak or seafood restaurant and they'll say we have to be dressed to come.
Certain places you can't get in.
But then I'll see like a white girl with like a Billie Eilish vintage tee on and some all the way high waisted denim shorts, legs out, some Golden Goose sneakers, and she can come in and be herself.
Golden Goose sneakers, like, I don't understand why.
I know what the craze over it.
Yo, I don't get it.
Like, you want to get
Jones
a worn
beat.
You want to pay $520
for some beat
for
up
a beat sneaker.
Shit's is trashed.
No, like that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying she can come in comfortably to a steakhouse, but then, you know, sir, you don't have on a jacket, or you don't have on some shoes or something like that.
It doesn't make sense sometimes. You got to make it make sense.
Be comfortable with who you are.
Yeah. That's the thought of the day. Be comfortable with who you are.
Be comfortable
with who you are. It's okay to be who you are. Like, it's okay. I think my thing is, like, do things that make sense now, too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, at this point in my life, I'm not really interested in going to clubs.
No.
I'm really trying to go to, like, nice restaurants.
Nice restaurants.
Drink wine.
Nice destinations.
Yeah.
That's my aim.
Be with my family, friends, close friends.
Yep. People you know. People that will understand your jokes. Right? New people will be like, I don't know if he's my brand of humor. But your family, your friends,
they'll get it.
They'll get it. So I just look at it from a standpoint of destinations. Gotta be flying.
Gotta be able to travel.
Gotta see other cultures.
You gotta have a passport at a certain age, man. I'm sorry.
You know what? And I know it's still on them, but shout out to all the men that's paying child support, but can't get it until they can't get their passport until all of it's done. Is it all of it's done, or if you in the red, you can't get your passport? Because I know some homies is like,
real?
They want to fly, they want to go, but they don't.
Wow,
because they keep thinking you going, jet.
Or not come back.
Yeah.
Damn, so you can't get your passport if you can't pay your child
Yeah, so
support?
they can only go to Puerto Rico or,
somewhere within the state.
Somewhere, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yep. You got to make sure that child support paid.
Damn, that's
they put the warning out on you. You can't go nowhere.
Yeah, that's messed up. Damn.
So for all the gentlemen that are paying, doing what that's what's up. So that way you can get out of here and see some life.
See something out of your zip code.
Out of your zip code.
Area code. Hey, let me ask you this as we close out pretty soon.
Yeah.
If there's one thing that you can leave with people, what would it be? Something just to get the wheels turning, like a food for thought type of thing. Mm-mm. It's a pretty good question, right?
Yeah.
Makes you think.
Okay. I would say don't be afraid to go to the dark places, and I'm saying dark places meaning like don't be afraid to see something new.
Mm-hmm.
But when you getting tested in it, stay in it. I think we are, and I've been somebody that has done it, where I feel like something's not going in the motion that I wanted it to go in.
Okay.
But I didn't stay in it long enough for it to turn. And sometimes that's, we're in this like time where everybody wants stuff like this.
Instantly.
Right? Instantly. There's no such thing. And of course, you learn from mistakes. You learn from, that's how you build. Nobody was an expert overnight. Experts come because you made mistakes. You learned and you readjusted and you got better with it. So I'm going to charge for people and even myself when it gets to those dark places, where you feel like, you know what, I'm good, I'm off that. Keep moving in that.
Right,
Keep moving
that's
in
strong.
That.
Some strong, empowering words right there.
Keep moving in that, man. What about you?
Man, for me, when I think is you just really need to focus on you. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of distractions out here, social media, other shit going on in other people's lives. Like, you can't focus on you if you worrying about somebody else. Sometimes you gotta lock in. Like, my goal when I wake up is how can I better my situation to better my family situation, to better my friend's situation, to better my environment. Because you can't make real change if you don't have real focus. And to get to the money, you have to really focus, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have like blinders on to a certain extent.
To everything else.
To everything else. To everything else that's not important.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you want to make real change, you gotta have some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't make real change if you don't have some money. So to get to the bag, you gotta focus. You gotta, really tune everything out. Yeah. Get yourself in a space where it's hard to be distracted. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
So I think my thing is focus. Focus on yourself. Stop worrying about what everybody else got going on. There's a lot going on out here.
Yeah.
You can get easily distracted in other people's focus or chaos or whatever the fuck they got going on and lose sight of what your goal is. So my thing is focus.
It was funny you said that. I just used a quote the other day that don't we worry about somebody else's food because then your plate will get cold.
Come on now. Ooh, say it again.
Don't worry about anybody else's food because your plate will get cold.
Right. Like, and that's what happens.
You sitting there, what he doing? And you got it right in front of you.
You're looking around everywhere else but in front of you. Yep.
My man, I was telling Suge this yesterday.
Shout out to Suge.
Yeah. Zigel Monroe Esquire.
Whoa.
Full
name.
Yo, for real. We were talking about this movie called The Gambler with Mark Wahlberg.
All right.
And I can't remember the guy's name. He's from Roseanne. He was sitting in the sauna. He said you got to be able to operate at a level of FU on everything. He said if you can't say FU, literally you're not in a position to make moves. Right. Oh, can you do this trip? Yeah, FU, I can do that. What are you talking about? Oh, I want this. I want to take off a year. FU money. Yeah, I can. I'm not saying I can do it. I'm saying that's what he's talking about. Right. You need to be from the standpoint where you can tell any situation, person, F you. Right. He said, if you can't operate in that, then you're not at that place.
Yeah, and to get FU money, you need focus. You need focus. Can't tell you FU and I still got to come here every day. They going to be like, no, FU. Pack your shit.
Pack it up.
You know what I'm saying? Focus, man. Yeah. And focus was on your plate. What you say? Say that again. You can't
worry about nobody else's food because your plate get cold.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna quote that like I said it.
Yeah, hey. Make it a Sir William L. original.
Come on now. William L. approved.
Say peace out to our people.
So, I know it's been a while since we had a caviar conversation. And we apologize for that. You know, life happens, you know, kids, family, things of that nature, jobs. But we promise that it won't be that long again.
Nah. Y'all see us for the, after this, you'll see us for the campus invasion.
We'll be there in person for the campus invasion.
We'll be there in person. We're going to be going live.
We'll be on Instagram live.
Instagram. And if you are free on October 14th, come out to Lincoln, come out to the yard. Yeah. You know what I mean? Come out to the yard, have a good time. You know, get a little nutcracker or whatever those little
nutcrackers. Yo, shout out to my man Unc. Yo, when we was out in New York, bro, we got this pause on the nutcracker, the name of it, but it's a little hug. Yeah. If you from New York, you know, it's called a nutcracker or whatever. Pause. Yeah. We got this John, we was like, yo.
It smacked you.
I'm fried.
Yep.
We went into this fucking Crown Fried Chicken. That joint was jumping. The Crown Fried Chicken was playing like Biggie and shit.
Yo.
Everybody turned up on the table. I was like, what the fuck
Yeah, what
is
did you
this?
walk
Is this
into?
a chicken spot? Or is this a club fronting as a chicken spot?
Both.
It was lit. It was lit.
Both.
It was lit. For
Tell you,
sure.
yeah, come out. That's gonna be on the yard, and we're gonna have some little surprises too.
Yeah, we're gonna have some apparel out there and all that.
Yeah.
But we in our new studio space. We're gonna be back in here soon. We're gonna figure out a date. And we're gonna be doing the show from different locations too.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
we're not in the studio, we're gonna be somewhere else. But
Yeah.
that's that. This is Sir William L.
And Sartorial King.
This is Caviar Conversations.